My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Elden Ring, wherein we are bug smashers. Job, smashing bugs. I'm on my way to do my job. I'm a little hesitant. The bugs smashed us last time, which if you ask me, is right out of order. Don't they know my job title? Pretty clear to me how the interaction is supposed to go, and yet they have this will to live and self-preservation instinct. Evidently, I'm lacking both of those things because I am going to go back into the pit of all of the insects. Give me my runes. Thank you muchly. And one of the most successful things I was doing was the flame sling here, so far be it from me to ignore that. Oh boy. Sorry. Oh god. I know it's a commentary thing, but I'll talk eventually. Just give me a sec. I actually think there's an enemy behind me right now. I couldn't move further back. I was wondering what was going on with that. So they can just headshot you with that attack and it kills you, it looks like? The spray that they can do appears to do not that much damage, but when I'm entirely unblocked and haven't moved for a second, such as in cases of healing or casting, it routinely appears to hit me in the head and instantly kill me. Got it. Great. Let's not let it do that. Back into the fray once more. I hope this purple is worth it. If this turns out to be a useless purple, it will break my heart. Just a little. Before I realize that there is no more souls a move than to make someone endure this and then deny them the reward. And we're pretty deep in the Souls experience now. It's totally reasonable for them to be bucking the established trend for the sake of things like that, I feel. You know what? We're leaving. We're leaving forever. Yep. Same thing happened. Okay. We're all good. We're all good. We're all good. We're all good. When I said same thing happened, it was the damage from an individual shot from the enemies not being able to kill us. Seeming to suggest that my previous theory about the headshots may be correct. It's always the last ant that kills me, so let's be extra wary right now. Unless it's possible that the last ant in particular does more damage with their ranged attacks. Down, got him. Okay. Can I please have... No, I'm gonna have to kill the big one? Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, safe on all ends there. Behind, just making us. You know, after all that, I want to say that this one is not going to be an issue. Like, it was being protected. But, again... Oh man, it would have made so much sense. Golden Rune 10! And a Rune Arc. Oh. Interesting. How much does a Golden Rune 10 give you? You know what? I don't feel denied a reward. I feel well rewarded. This has led us out to pretty much exactly where we assumed. Go get my first collectible. Smithing stone number 4. Oh my god. If I accidentally fell off too quick, that would have been very tragic. A Celestial Dew. Which, is that exactly the same kind of key item that we saw on sale earlier? I believe it is. Yes, carry out absolution at the Church of Bells. Okay. We did it. We have progressed. You know what? Since I have respawned a bunch of enemies already, I'm going to go to the secondary exit here that I believe I found. Is it behind? Yeah, it's behind here. This having another exit that I also believe has a site of grace in it. What? Hang on. Did I not know that it had a site of grace in it? No, this was the way out here. Oh, so I already did it like that. Got it. Never mind. There's a little bit of mismapping going on in my mind, but if you saw the last episode, you'll know why. I spent the entire time worried about the bugs. I can worry about bugs, or standard Euclidean space. One or the other. They are on different spec trees for the Rhapsody. Alright, well, let me first up go and get this neglected bad boy. Stone number 2. Ooh, there are 2 of them there. Okay. Then there is... The thing is, I know that there's another area that has another exit that does have a site of grace in it that I have thus far neglected. I don't remember where it is. It might be on over the entire other side of this, like literally at the tip of my sword right now. And that'll be the next place I check. Oh, someone just died. Of old age, some sort of natural causes, but I still get the credit. Love it. And then, of course, there's into the building. Which, actually, this doesn't look like it's a particularly deep building. It's big. Oh, it is large. Absolutely. But it doesn't look like I can actually go into it. This feels like an area where an NPC might turn up at a part in their story. Like, I might encounter someone who is like, can you clear out the river so that I may, I don't know, be buried in my family's mausoleum? Huh? That's a guess. Or alternatively, this is an area to which you can return after exploring others. I don't know. Looks like there are a lot higher places up here. Ooh. That looks like a chest, in fact. There's no way there's like a ladder just in a divot here that I've completely ignored. Right? No. Okay. Look. Especially things like that, I have to check. I have to. Because the worst case scenario is it is like that, and I didn't check, and I'm not going to know for 20 more episodes because I'm addicted to this game, and I'm recording like 2 weeks in advance right now. So I won't be able to use the comments. It's okay, it'll be a ride. I'm attempting to self-direct for reasonable exploration, as well as seeing new things and speed. It's all good. Let's go get this after I check the roof. Another summoning pool over there. Don't think I'm going to use that one. I will, however, level up endurance once more. I only need slightly more in order to level up another time after this. Maybe I should start leveling Vigor back up. You know what? I think it's time maybe to do some serious leveling up. I don't know how many this gives us. Significantly less than I thought it was going to. Uh-oh. And I'll also pop the full amount of the smallest ones. I should. No, wait, I'm just going to be just short of getting 3 levels out of that. Let me finish this off with these. I'm going to make sure that I do still leave some on hand, so I have the ability to suddenly go for an upgrade if I need one. I'm going to guess that's actually not going to be enough, and I'm going to use half of this stack as well. But still, leave some on hand. All right. I am going to take 3 levels in Vigor. And... oh, I did have 2 golden seeds at the time. I could have sworn I wouldn't have. That still seems like a reasonable allocation of our resources to me. All right. Ashes of War. I haven't looked at this in a very long time. Would any of these severely help us? So we lose 19 damage on the base here, but we pick up 34? Okay. We lose our dex scaling. We also drop our guard boost a little bit, but our strength scaling becomes B. That might be a lot better for us once I start actually leveling up our strength. All of those doing relatively similar. The determination, affinity granted, standard or quality. So I could just keep my standard and get determination on this? Is that the case? I can keep the standard affinity. So it'll cost us 10 FP in order to just power up our next attack. There's also Blood Slash here. Gives us some scaling with Arcane. Significantly reduces our damage otherwise, but does give Bloodlust build-up. Passively gives that Bloodlust build-up. I'm actually kind of keen to put Determination in it. I'm going to hold off just for the moment. There's another Knight's Greatsword over to the other side. Serpent God's Carved Sword. Morphic Morningstar and Lucerne. Fine. I'm getting closer to making an informed decision about what weapon ends up replacing this. Especially considering the amount of smithing stones we've gotten recently. Make that much simpler to do. This is going to go back into bugs, isn't it? God damn. I was free. I was home clear. There wasn't a single bug around. Why? Why? Let's throw a freehand. There we go. You don't even care? What? My body temperature raises a single point of a degree without my express permission. I get pretty antsy about... Oh, okay. I understand why they haven't changed from their base state. There's those ones over in that corner. Doesn't look like they're specifically poised to come strike at me. There's not many of them on the roof, which weirdly is making me more rather than less nervous that there's none of them on the roof. Maybe they are pacified right now by the adjacent redness. I don't know what the adjacent redness to them is. I mean, the theory so far holds because this is the second enemy who's decided not to even attempt to do anything to us. And that's going to be the continuation. So I'm going to move out to the left here for the full clear. Any of those eggs on the roof could easily just drop and spawn something. So let's stand directly under it so that if that does happen, we die immediately. Anyone? No? Okay. Refilled our flasks. Much appreciated. Smithing stone 2. There's 3 of them? Okay, they well reward you for this area. Immunizing horn charm. If that is what I think it is, and actually boosts our... Raises immunity! Incredible! I've been looking for something like that for ages. That, it looks like it's raised our immunity effectively by 50% for each of our different bars there. Love it. Formic rock. I'm just ready at any time. I'm wearing headphones as well, playing this in a relatively dark room by myself. I'm just saying. If you're watching this on a bus, on a mobile phone, the experience may not necessarily be one-to-one replicated of the in-world terror I am feeling. The basilisks are here? What? The basilisks are here. Dark Souls 1, basilisks. Basilisks. You know, Dark Souls 2 too. Dark Souls 3, basilisks. That was, I believe, actually the moment that made me quit Dark Souls for maybe the second time or something like that. Back when I was attempting to get into Dark Souls at the very start, I believe the depths room where you drop into 2 basilisks at the same time was a hard stopping point for me for a while. Oh god, there's another one around that corner as well. Oh, you know what? Fine. That's death, baby. That's gonna be death building up right there. Okay. Let's go with a fire atom. I know there are ants behind me. I'm gonna focus on one nightmare at a time, please. Okay. We revive our cerulean flask. Excellent. Love it. We've gotten 2 of these down. Three of them. Right, I did forget about the initial one having gone down. Perfect. So that means the one around the corner is already down to 2. It's their big bulging eyes. That's it. Ultimately, it comes down to that, as well as the aggressive action of the leap. Like, they don't actually have to be threatening to be deeply terrifying and threatening. That said, it certainly helps that in the first game, them afflicting you with curse and taking away half of your max HP until you can fix it, which ain't an easy task in Dark Souls 1. Especially if you've gone to it relatively early, you may not have the resources to pay for a purging stone. Or know anyone who can sell one to you. No. No. You won't do this to me. 4 soaps? Removes filth and accumulations on body. In universe? Absolutely. I feel it only appropriate that at this point I would be so disgusted that it would be time for soap. I mean, it looks like it's leading us to a pretty beautiful vista. So, how mad can I really be? Aeonian butterfly. Get a couple more of them. And a somber smithing stone 3. Wow. What is this? It looks like a liquid that submerged the entire area. The crystals from down above, maybe the condensation of these effectively collecting on the top of the cave, starting to drip down. Ultimately, it comes down to whether or not the church was placed atop the corruption that is clearly here, or the inverse. Whether the meteorite fell and leaked into here. What is the land directly above this? That doesn't look like there's a... Well, I guess actually the shattering of this land looks like maybe there was a meteorite quite a long time ago. Oh, boy. You're kidding me. So hang on. Hang on. Where did we actually arrive? Here? Ainsel River depths, and then we came down this way. Yeah. So this was where I first went, which means from this line down and across to where I am, that's everything I've explored, which means the largest amount of this area is still yet to explore. God, I love these games. I think it's time to back off from this. There's no safe descent from here. Great rewards for our troubles, though. No issues taken there. And you can see, like, there, you know, I could see, you know, you can imagine that from a different area on the map, I would be able to see that there were shinies up in this area, and I would want to come up here and get them. And they are perfectly using those to get me to go into these otherwise avoided areas because of the scary enemies inside. Like, I can foresee multiple times where this game is going to make me go, you know what? Actually, I'm not going to take that path. And then shortly afterwards, explain to me why I should take that path. And if you can make a player kind of make a decision and then reckon on that decision with new world information, I mean, that's gameplay, baby. That's what it is. Okay. Another set of the baddest boys down. We love to see it. Still gonna move with wide swings of the camera because I do not trust the game. I almost feel like I should just run out here. Get to the light and look back. Okay, good. Come on, man. If the game was going to ambush me, what are they going to do? They're going to put a shiny in the distance, in the dark. Something that baits you over in a direction so that they can then control where you're facing, where you'll be for a moment. Control your attention. No? Okay. Fine. That one was just a normal reward. But that means that one was just meant to bait me into the false sense of security that they are about to dash from me. In the next collectible area. Oh, I wasn't wrong. No. No, I'm never wrong. I just haven't finished my sentence. If I ever make what seems like a discrete clause that is wrong, I'm sorry. It ended with a semicolon. I just have not delivered the additional clause that would make it make sense. What is going on here? Corrupted forms, withered forms specifically. And then what we are to assume is the gravitational magic hovering in the air. And then all of these withered forms reaching out to the lady on the throne. Yeah, I'm just going to move around the corners of the map. I really deeply wonder what these are. They're everywhere. I don't really want to attack to just check if they're breakable. But I also kind of want to attack to check if they're breakable. I have a suspicion that the skeleton's just going to get down and I'll have to fight it. I'm just trying to make sure to keep an eye on it. From time to time. If I turn back and it's looking directly at me without having made a sound, I will pause, change pants, come back, and fight the boss. Can't really see much behind that. The Dragonkin soldier of Nokstella. Oh, you do know where I am. All right. Hello, buddy. You seem big and slow. Just chug a lug there. Ah, okay. So as much as I desperately want to hit you with big, heavy, charged R2s, without knowing your attack pattern, it's a bit difficult. Because I do definitely suspect this enemy would be quite easily poise broken. A lot of the undead are. A lot of the giants are. Thank heck I tapped defense for a second there. That's a... Excuse me, that was a double attack on the final pound there? That's tedious. That's like I watched playtesters play this fight a bunch of times and counted them specifically. Oh no. They've got lightning wings. Yeah, I know what lightning does in water. I also know what lightning does to a toad. Same thing it does to everything else. Get... Okay, jumping into the air, not the correct defensive maneuver for that attack. How did that full charged R2 not harm you? Uh-oh. Okay. Move to their back leg when they try and do that first attack. Got it. Yeah, that was really bad. Oh, wait, is the lightning inflicting frostbite? All right, we're down. Hey, I'll tell you what, that's pretty good for a first fight. It's pretty good for a first fight where I did not know the boss was going to be there. Quite pleased. I'm going to revive at the Stake of Marika and go for that one again. I don't know actually where the Stake of Marika was. Okay. Well, directly around the corner. Perfect. Oh, Dragonkin. Let's have a little bit of think about our equipment beforehand. Raises immunity. Let me... explanation. Okay. No, it's not going to show immunity there. Let me go to my status. Is it going to show immunity here? I just want them to tell me exactly what immunity defenses against, because it doesn't defense us against the effect they're using. Your resistance to various poisons and rot. Poisons and rot. Robustness is our defense against blood loss and frostbite. Okay, so that means that this talisman is not doing anything for us in that fight. So I can change it to something else. Enhances charge attacks. Seems like it might be a particularly good idea for us right there. As I am going to attempt to try and get a couple of those in where available. I seem very unlikely to use my seal or torch in this fight, so I'm going to take both of those off and pop the gloves back on. Can I also put a head? No. Can I put a head if I don't put the gloves on? Yes, I can. Oh. Maybe our best equipment set so far. I'm going to drop the throwing daggers and the soap, as well as the fire pot from there, just making my inventory a little bit easier to manage in battle. And then check if there's any tools or consumables I may want to throw specifically in this combat. Use FB to continuously heal nearby allies. I mean, I've got to assume that heals me too, right? Magic, lightning, blood loss. Blood loss? Blood loss? Do I want to... No, they're undead! How are they going to bleed? They're already dead. Magic damage. I mean, they did frostbite-y stuff. You know what? I'm just going to assume lightning grease. That's... I don't know their resistances, but this is my wager. It's lightning grease time here. It takes a moment for you to drop down. Let me make sure that you're starting to get back up before I buff. You and me, baby. Ain't nothing but mammals. Nope. Oh, really? One of that jumping attack's worth of poise damage on them there? Okay, yeah, I've definitely reset my poise. Incredible. I cannot believe the amount of things that are just outside the hitbox of this enemy here. I think I have to specifically fight them unlocked, actually. Because when I'm locked on, most of my things are missing. Which is annoying, because playing locked on is at least giving me some information about the attacks they're about to attempt to do. Yeah, I couldn't just dodge roll through that. Oh god. Got him. Nice try, buddy. Oh, damn it! The nice tries, buddy, land a lot worse when, hey, that was the stomach of the enemy. That is where they are supposed to take damage. Now, sure, you may argue they clearly don't have a stomach. And you might be right. You going for a third? No. Dive attack. Oh, the leg tagged me on the way back. That's great. That is a huge opening, but you actually managed to follow up with a secondary attack. That's just rude. That's just rude. Great enemy felled. And we've picked up the frozen lightning spear for having done so. Yeah, I didn't even collect my runes. Believe in yourself. That was a great enemy felled. We've seen enemy felled before. Not great enemy felled. I gotta admit, I'm a little surprised that that was a quote-unquote great enemy. But also, considering the items in the nearby area, it makes, I guess, a decent amount of sense that this might be one of the lower level ones. Great Ghost Glovewhip. The Great Ghost Glovewhip. Strengthen Renowned Ashes to +10. So what's a Renowned Ash rather than a normal ash? Well, I mean, you would assume ashes that people know about. So if my ashes so far are assumedly non-renowned, I need to get down there. How am I going to get down there? Interesting. I guess I'll see. But maybe they are ashes of specific characters in lore? Because currently the ashes we have are non-renowned and don't reflect any unique individual. They are like militia spearmen. They're, spirit jellyfish. They're a type of enemy. Whereas maybe we get the ability to use ashes to summon things that exist in the lore of the world? Because I was about to say, like, summon allies like Iron Fist Alexander and stuff like that, but you surely would be able to summon them through the typical system, right? The ashes, you have to imagine, are from someone deceased. Or at least I have to imagine. Okay. I mean, I may as well rest. It's not going to respawn anything. I don't think. One more in vigor. Yeah, let's do that. I think that's probably a good idea for us. Let's also go back to our equipment, change our loadout just a little bit to get our claw mark seal back. Yeah. Anything else will add too much load. Take the items that we're not otherwise going to use off of the flask there. And I guess I will also place on there now a set of the throwing daggers just to get people's attention if I need it. This whole area for one chest, as well as I guess the spell I got for killing. I don't know, I suspect there's more. I feel like maybe I am supposed to drop down on the other side. Because I can't remember a different way around. I thought I'd now explored all available paths. I mean, that's not a safe drop. That is immediately onto a slope. They would make it pretty clear if a flat drop here would be fine, I think. Alright, I just have to assume it isn't. I'll perform a cursory double check on the other side. Just in case there's an obvious fall here, continue down path. Doesn't look like it. Alright. That'll have to do for me for the moment. Actually, I was about to say, don't worry, that for the moment is not the for the moment, but it may actually be. Because it'll give me a good opportunity to find the direction that I am going to want to face in the next video. But for the moment, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Elden Ring. Up in the top left, you can see the series playlist with all of the content on this game, past, present, and future. Down below is YouTube's recommendation of what it thinks you should watch next. Streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays at or above the $10 tier. And a special thanks this episode to Neko Hime. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.